about it, I wanted to be doing something. So I thought, why not do a Chatty, get rid of me, because also I'm going to film another video after this. But I also would love to see Dear Evan so close to 200 subscribers. It's unreal, and I would really, really love to make it there soon. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video. I am kind of wearing like barely anything, but it's still an outfit, so it's cool. It's basically a gym outfit, but I'm not going to the gym. I might be going to the gym later, I don't know. Haven't really made my mind up yet. I might be going to Lidl in a minute, and I'm about to do my makeup for no reason. But anyway, that's rambling. Before we get into this video, first of all, you know, this is a normal thing. I am so close to 200 subscribers, it's unreal, and I would really, really love to make it there soon. Would love to make it before next week when Freshers Week hits, because I can tell you something, I want to try and vlog my Freshers Week and make it a main channel video. And I properly vlog my Freshers Week experience, my final year Freshers Week. But the thing is it's going to be cut short because I'm going home halfway through. So we'll see what happens. It probably won't even happen, but we never know. I am going to be filming a Freshers Week advice video after this one to go up on the Thursday. So 3 days after you saw this one. So yeah, hopefully that will help new people. I did one last year, but yeah, that made my mind. Anyway, without further ado, before we get into it, please subscribe, please like, please comment, you know, do that thing. Follow my socials. It's all in the description and it should pop up somewhere on the screen. This intro has been very rambling, I don't know why. I'm just going to put some lip balm on now. And if you haven't, so without further ado, let's get on with the video. Don't know what that was. But if you haven't guessed by the title, I'm doing another Chatty Get Ready With Me, because that's what I seem to always do when I can't think of what else to do. Well, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to just sit there and talk about it. I wanted to be doing something. So I thought, why not do a Chatty Get Ready With Me, because also I'm going to film another video after this, like I mentioned at the beginning, and I really don't want to have to, like, I just thought, why not do my makeup for one video, so I just, yeah, makes sense. I wasn't actually going to film two today, actually. Originally, I was only going to do this one because I have a friend coming over tonight. Well, it was meant to come over in an hour, but not for him. But anyway, I think I put enough lip balm on my lips. So if, what am I talking about? So if I'm talking, whilst doing my makeup, I'm also going to talk about what musicals, why musicals mean so much to me and what it means to me, because I talk about how much I love musicals, like, constantly. Like, I do a lot of, and it's like Glee became a thing because of the musicals and stuff, and I spoke about that, my top musical 10 musical soundtracks and stuff, but no one knows why. Also, I only put these cat ears in my head to get the hair to get out of my face, because if you can't see, I haven't done my hair yet. I basically had a lazy day today because I'm not working. But anyway, so I thought I'd talk about why musicals mean so much to me. I'm talking a load of crap. This could turn out really bad and I might not even post it. Who knows? No, and I thought, why have I not done makeup? So we're going to start. Some of the stuff is actually going to be stuff I'm always doing. Using the same stuff. Probably going to immediately use every Chat, Get Rid of Me. Why do you do another one? Because I like doing them. I like talking and I like talking crap. So I'm going to start with the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer because I don't know why. Because I think I lost my Maybelline Fit Me one behind my bedside table, my bedside chest of drawers, and I couldn't bother to move it out because it's just too hard to do so. And my collection one's somewhere else. But I'm going to use this and put it like under my eyes and my nose as always. But yeah, so I want to start off with musicals is like everything to me. And I started to fall in love with musicals from, well, I thought I liked from a young age, but I didn't really. My dad never liked musicals, so for me it was like I never really listened to them. My mum would put like certain ones on when my dad was in bed or in the bedroom, but I was like, yeah, cool. Like, the only one I really knew about was Sound of Music, and I liked it. That, and I think Mary Poppins and like the little like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and what was that one? I think that was it. Am I wrong? And I'm just going on to Real Techniques Extra Face Brush, and I was just like, you know what, this is not for me. Like, I like the musical Sound of Music, but it wasn't a big thing. And then they did like the searching for Maria on BBC with Andrew Lloyd Webber. I can't remember what it was actually called, because I remember the Joseph one was Any Dream Will Do. I think it was How to Solve a Problem Like Maria, but I can't really remember. And they were searching for the Maria, and what they used to do is they got people to audition for this like thing. It was like X Factor, and they would, each weekend they would have a song, or each show they would have a song to sing, and they got voted by the public who they wanted to play Maria. So then by the end of the thing, they had found Maria, and it was actually like I loved it. So then, but I still wasn't a massive fan of it until when I was 10. This was when they had found the Maria, and they brought Sound of Music onto the West End, and my nan took me for my 10th birthday. Like, so originally I thought it was just going to see Laing in the Wardrobe in cinemas, and then my nan took me to see Sound of Music. It was part of my thing. It was a choice between Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, and I loved Mary Poppins, and I really do love Mary Poppins as a show, like a musical, like in a film way. I haven't seen the new one, but I'm just gonna go in my room and stay matte powder as always. But yeah, so I went, literally didn't really didn't like know what to go for, because like Western, I had never been to a Western show before. Never really heard anything of it, because when I was at school when I was younger, it wasn't really a big thing. Like, no one cared about it, no one talked about it. It was nothing my year at school would talk about. Yes, I was 10, but like a lot of people I know at 10 now know what like love West End, know what West End is, and I'm like, I didn't know what it was at all. And then went there to see it, and I don't know what happened. I fell in love, but not like overly obsessed with it. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I remember watching like Joseph and His Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and all those classic musicals that you watch when you're a kid, like when you're probably like you're forced to either at school or your parents watch it. So I remember at school they told about Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat. My parents told me, when my mum put it on. I'm using the Mohawk bronzer. My mum might have put it on when I was younger, and I might have liked it from a young age. I just don't really remember. I just remember when I remember watching it when I was like 11, I fell in love with it. And then in my primary school, we had to do, I don't know if I know a lot of primary schools do it, especially secondary schools do it now. But it used to be a thing where you do school productions. And my primary school, when I was in year 6, we did Oliver. So I had done a school production. It was only year 6s that got to take a part, but sometimes they needed people from younger years. When I was in year 1, they did Charlotte's Web. And it was like, and I got part, because I was a good student and I was very quiet all the time, I got given the part of one of the goslings, one of the little goslings in Charlotte's Web, and I loved it. But it was like, that wasn't really to me a musical, because in reality it's not really that much of a musical. And then in year 6 we did a show called Oliver, and this is when I had just been in the choir at my church for about a year. So I had got used to singing. I love singing. It was something I loved to do before I even loved musicals. I loved singing. So doing a school production, I was like, I really wanted to be in it. I really wanted to be a main character. To be fair, stupid me auditioned for the role of Artful Dodger. I am now using Desert Rose from MAC as my blusher. Haven't used this one for a long time, to be honest. That's why I thought it'd be different, because I usually use my Estee Lauder ones, so I thought it'd be different. But yeah, so I didn't get the part of Artful Dodger, obviously. Why would I get it? Like, especially at school, it was very stereotypical that girls couldn't play boys, only boys could. And to be fair, the person who played it, even though he was a bully at school, he had the attitude to play Artful Dodger, which I think was needed for him. And then I auditioned for Nancy, but I didn't get Nancy. But I got Beth, which is Nancy's best friend. But what they did, because Beth wasn't confident enough singing to her, sorry, I did not mean to mention names, but I don't think she's going to watch this. But the girl I went to school with, who got Nancy, doesn't seem to be confident enough to sing the whole song herself in front of the whole audience. So there was me and this other girl who got put to sing the song with her, which is fine, but I was like, if she's not confident enough to sing it, why is she getting the part? But then I realised she does have the perfect act to do it. But we were 11, I was very overconfident in myself. And at that point, I remember saying to my mum after seeing Sound of Music, I want to be an actress, I want to be on the West End stage. And that dream has stuck with me till this day, even though I'm not doing anything to get me there. Because also to this day, I'm realistically thinking, do I have the confidence and guts to do that? I know I put more of the song, don't need to. So I, after that, went to secondary school, my confidence dropped, so I didn't have the confidence to do anything. When I was in year 7, we didn't really have any school productions going on. This is when I'm gonna sneeze, I can feel it. Yeah, so I didn't have any school productions going on. But when I was at the end of year 6, we got an option to go see a few shows at West End, and all the ones I wanted didn't get picked. But I still wanted to go because it was West End, so they picked the Lord of the Rings musical. I love Lord of the Rings as a film, always have done, always will. Just never saw it as a thing. It could be done on the West End as a musical. Like, what was it? But I stand corrected. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. That was gross. So I stand corrected actually, because I will tell you something. It was really good as a West End show. I loved it, and in the middle of the show, I remember these, like, it was those goblin things. I can't remember that they are in the show, but they came through like the doors, and we were on like we were on the road right by the exit doors on one of the sides, and I freaked out, but it was so cool and I loved it. It was amazing. And this is when I really did love West End musicals, because it's the amount of things they could do with musicals. Because why is it on? In musicals, like, you not always the ones you expect to become musicals. Sometimes the ones you do not expect become musicals. And then I fell in love with musicals a lot more. But then Glee came out, and this is where musicals became much more of a bigger thing to me, and much more of a thing that I wanted in my life, because Glee came out, and it was just like, whoa. There was all these different musicals that I hadn't heard of, and I was obsessed with. But before that, my school did a production it was like a couple of months before Glee came out, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm using a highlighter I haven't used for a long time. It's the Revolution Strobe highlighter. As you can see, it broke. It just happened last year when I first bought it. I picked it up, dropped it on the desk, and it broke a bit. It's great fun. And I'm using the wrong brush. But yeah, so we did a school production of Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. So if you don't remember me saying at the beginning of this, or near the beginning of this, that it was one of the musicals I did love when I first watched it. And literally, we did it, and I wasn't in the cast or anything, because it was like year 11s and sixth formers, like year 10s to sixth formers, you got to be part of it. At this point, I didn't use any of the younger school to be part of a music show. When I left the school, they started using people from like underage, like not underage, but like younger years as part of the cast. That happened once I left the school, which I thought was ridiculously wrong and unfair, because like, it shouldn't matter how old you are to be part of a school production. But yeah, so I got to be part of the choir for that, and I loved it. But then Glee came out, and obviously my favourite character was Rachel Berry. Rachel Berry being the one who wants to go to New York, wants to be on Broadway, you know. She always sang all these cool songs, and I was, again, like I said, obsessed. And a lot of the musicals I'm now obsessed with, even if I haven't seen them yet, came from Glee. When I first heard Phantom of the Opera song in there, when they did, I think it was just literally, all it was Kurt did the music of the night, literally a big in season 3, the episode called Choke. And it wasn't even that he didn't do that much of it, he just did a small amount of it, and I fell in love with Phantom of the Opera then. It was like such a good, like, I listened to the soundtrack straight after that, and I was like, oh my god, I need to see this. And like Wicked was where I found Wicked, the obsession with Wicked through Glee, because they used a lot of songs in Glee. And Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, who played the original Elphaba, and Elphaba's the evil one, which is a good one. What? Glinda. So Glinda and Elphaba was played by Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, and they were both in Glee, which was literally, and I fell in love with Wicked when I first saw it, and you know, like, it literally stemmed my love for musicals. And I made myself a promise, I'm going to try and go to as many musicals as I can in the next couple of years, maybe the next year. I really want to see Waitress with Joe Sugg in it, so I wanted to see Waitress for so long anyway. but the fact that Joe Sugg is going to be in it as Ogie, singing my favourite song is Never Ever Getting Rid of Me. I need to see that because Joe Sugg is like my favourite, one of my favourite YouTubers from when I was like my first time watching YouTube. But okay, before I continue talking about this, I'm gonna be using, I don't know which one I'm using yet, so I'm going through 3 of my Revolution palettes, 2 safe ones and my Roxy one. Obviously I've got the Roxy Ride to Die one, which I love, Ride or Die. But I'm really not sure what I want to use in my eyes today, so we're gonna have a look in the palettes and hopefully make a decision. But this is difficult. This is very difficult. But then, so I'm like dying for it. But the thing for me is, I haven't actually said what they mean to me. I've literally said how I fell in love with it. But like, in a time when I was going through really crap time, was at secondary school for 4 or 5 years of it. Actually, all 5 years of it. I think my best year was my final year. I think it's because I knew it was coming to an end. Wasn't having a great time at high school, at secondary school. Really didn't. And obviously Glee got me through a lot of it, but so did like Glee got me through a lot of it, but so did musicals. Like, I listened to like so many different musicals whilst at school, and when I left school it was when I definitely got more into wanting to listen to musicals, and it was something I just genuinely loved, and it was something that got me through a lot of stuff, and that is why I love it so much. So I can't exactly, I know I said I was going to talk about what they mean to me, but I can't really explain about it. It makes me so happy listening to musicals. So yeah, I might as well talk about my bucket list of what ones I want to listen to. I've got to listen to, what to see now. So the one I just used, I don't know what the colour is because I haven't got the sheet, but this colour in the original Safe palette. I'm now going to move to the Roxy palette, and I'm going to take Inspire, this colour down here, and use that. So I have a long list of ones I want to see, and I also really want to go to New York to see some of them. Like, I want to see Waitress in London, like I've mentioned, because of Joe Sugg. But I do also want to go to New York and see it because, like, Broadway in New York compared to West End is so different. Like, it's the same thing, but it's just such a different atmosphere. From what I've been led to believe. I've not been to New York before, so I don't know. But it's also my dream place to go, so I can't really say much. But I also would love to see Dear Evan Hansen, and as I'm pretty sure I've heard, it's coming to the UK, so I want to see that. But otherwise I would definitely go to New York to see it. What else do I want to see? There's so many things that I want to see, and it's like, I've lost the list. I really want to see Mamma Mia. I know it's an old classic, but like, it's one of those musicals that I have loved. Like, I've loved it since the film came out. Love the songs in it, and I just want to see it on stage and just see how amazing it is, because it's been a dream of mine for ages. Me and my friend have plans to do it for my birthdays, but it's really hard because I'd have to do it during the week because of work, unless I don't have a job at that point. But I'm hoping to still be there, so it'll be depending. I'm going to talk to her about it anyway because we keep saying about it. I really want to see Hamilton, as I've said in several videos before. Hamilton is like just on my bucket list, and if they were to bring back Heathers, that is a big one. I would love to see Les Mis, as I think it is a dream. If you don't want to see Les Mis and you love musicals, I don't know what is wrong with you. I'm then gonna use this 21 colour from the Safe Extra Spice palette, that bright one there, but I'm not gonna try and make it not too harsh because I'm at the moment liking my eyeshadow. I'm trying to think of what else. There's loads of musicals I want to see, but it's like remembering what they are. Fiddler on the Roof is what I really want to see, but again, like, that's not a big one on my list. I really want to see Phantom of the Opera again because that was just so good. Look, I see so many advertised. When it comes to thinking about it on the top of my head, I'm like, oh no. If they do a Jesus Christ Superstar one again, I don't know if it's still going or not. I've forgotten. I want to see that, but like, I know at the local theatre near me in September they've got Jesus Christ Superstar one coming on, and I really want to go see it. But like, I know none of my friends here will want to see it with me, so I don't know if I should just go on my own, or I should just not go at all. Okay, I'm done with my eyes because I don't want to overdo it. They're really cute and I really like them. But yeah, I'm actually going to use the same lip gloss I always use because I was going to use this one, but this will not go with the eyes. And I hate when I do lip gloss or lipstick and it just doesn't match the face. So yeah, I'm just going to put some lippy on, which is the Rimmel London Vinyl Gloss in Snog. I've had this for ages. Love it so much. Don't think I do it anymore and I'm going to be very sad. And that's my lips done. So simple look and I love it. Also, this is probably something I would wear if I did makeup for uni. Don't do makeup for uni because I can't be bothered. So I'm just so lazy, like I just don't see the point. I'm just gonna go there to sit and make notes and listen to teachers talk, lecturers talk, and then come home. So I don't do makeup for uni, but if I did, this is what I would do. But anyway, I'm done talking about the musicals. As you've seen, I'm obsessed. I love it. If you have any questions about it, tell me. I might do a video of my top like 10 musical songs. I did the soundtracks one and I'm thinking of doing the songs, but we'll see because I don't think I can narrow it down to 10. But yeah. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. I was going to do my hair, but kind of like down with this thing in my head, so I'm going to keep it for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, you know, all that stuff, and I will see you again soon with another video.